And the other big story, it is cricketing apartheid, where true fans are being denied a right to enter stadia across India because cricket looks like in India is only for the well-connected who can get free passes. Let's go across to Vineet. He's joining us for more on this big story.
It's an issue that has already gathered a lot of storm, especially after the chaotic scenes that Bangalore witnessed on Thursday that saw fans injured during a merciless lathi charge when they sought tickets. Times Now exposes the real truth behind the story, where tickets are reserved for politicians, bureaucrats, members of the various associations. If the visuals shocked you, these figures will shock you even more. Take a look at this. Karnataka State Cricket Association claims that 16,000 tickets are reserved for ICC and overseas fans. But the ICC has confirmed that they have only demanded 1,270 tickets and just over 1,000 overseas fans are visiting. Anil Kumble, the man at the centre of the controversy, continues to remain mum, avoiding Times Now's cameras in Bangalore. Well, the ICC, however, clearly contradicted Kumble and company and have said that all the prime tickets were taken by the Karnataka State Cricket Association. And joining us now is Joint Managing Director of Percept, Shailendra Singh, who is extremely familiar with the nuances of sport event management. Mr. Singh, firstly, a direct question to you. Do you think the World Cup has been ruined by the entire ticket fiasco?
In my opinion, I think the issue is goes just beyond ticket allocation. In my opinion, I think you need to decide at the core whether this event, the World Cup, is it for the fans? Is it for the fans, of the fans, by the fans, or is it about officials and delegates and protocol and bureaucracy or politics? If the sport is being run by the fans, then I think if that is clear, then I think the way the tickets are allocated will be radically different from the way they're being done today. I personally believe that, particularly being the host nation, I think this World Cup should have all been about the fans. And in that proposition, 33% would have gone to sponsors and associates who have actually invested money through sponsorships or paid funds to the World Cup to be a better product and better event. And the balance had to go to the fans. There's just no discussion as far as I'm concerned.
Mr. Singh, the majority of tickets are supposed to be kept for the ardent fans. Don't you think that this is far from the reality?
But I mean, the reality sucks. The reality ultimately is going to hurt sporting economy in this country, and particularly at a time that we are now actually heading towards being the unhappiness among fans, which we saw yesterday in Bangalore, and I'm sure we're seeing it in different cities too. But I think Bangalore was a bit vocal because it was India's first large game. Wait till India gets to the larger games where they qualifies for quarters and semis. You're going to have major issues on the streets. I mean, the passion is going to run into violence, and this is not something that BCCI and ICC would like for a hosting nation to have, sporting nation. So I think this is going to really depress not just cricketing fans, but in future we're going to have lots of live events. I'm hoping to see a lot of football in India, and I think these dynamics don't change. They're going to really hurt the economies of sport in this country.
All right, well, Mr. Singh, sports bodies like the BCCI always give excuses, saying that they have to meet the demands of various government bodies. Can you please elaborate on who exactly are these officials?
Drawing up the P&L for an event, 50% of the tickets are kept for excise, police, local authorities like BMC, local political quota. So if you're doing an event in India, you must understand that any body that is giving you a license to perform a live event, whether it's a fire license, entertainment license, excise license, any license, you have a pre-allocated quota for them for passes, for sure. I mean, without that you can't function in an environment like ours. So you've ignored that whole lot, and with that lot could nearly come up to 40 to 50%, which every association or stadium is obligated to do. And beyond this, I mean, I don't know whether you noticed, but BCCI has a standard rule for club memberships. That's how they get elected. That means all the people who actually vote these people into power, which are the club secretaries and presidents, those clubs have specific quotas, and those clubs also have quotas to 500 tickets and 400 tickets. And you can imagine Mumbai Cricket Association. Now imagine how many clubs have voting power, which vote these officials into power. Therefore, it becomes pretty much important that these people are also entertained and given specific quotas.
Well, Mr. Singh, thank you so much for giving us that insight. Definitely a lot of disappointment for cricket fans. That is all that we have from the sports.